All right, folks, so here's a little quick tip out here. This is a 98 Dodge Durango, and I'm replacing the front to rear brake line on this thing. And two things I want to point out really quick is the front to rear brake line ties in up here. You got 3 distribution blocks, or 90-degree distribution blocks, that's what I call them. And this is your passenger side, driver side, front, and then your actual rear brakes is this last one right here. So what you want to do is get you a 12 millimeter and just do what I did. Bust the line off, break it off, get that fitting out. And they are actually steel fittings, believe it or not, but get that fitting out. And then I ended up just breaking the line up in a couple different sections because this line blowed out and it was just, you know, brake fluid was everywhere. But what I did is I broke it up in a couple different sections and just pulled it out very gently. And I measured it. And for the front to rear brake line from right here at that block right there all the way back, we're still currently running the ABS, have not deleted that, but it's 8.5 foot of 3/16. So if you need to replace the whole front to rear brake line, just get you a coal of it. It's just cheaper in the long run. I usually buy the coals of it like it because it's a whole lot cheaper. You can get the fittings and everything for like 30 bucks. And you know, I'm not advertising or anything, but that's how you can quickly save money. And shoot, 50 foot, I mean, that's, shoot, I've did like 2-3 vehicles with just 2 coals for 30 bucks, and with the fittings and everything. And some of the fittings they give you real quick, some of these fittings are bubble flares, believe it or not. And there's just a few of the fittings there, but you know, they're 3/16 fittings, and it has the longer fittings in there too. But really quick here, so get you even if you don't go that route, get 8.5 foot of 3/16 brake line, get you a couple packs of 3/16 fittings, but you got to get the kind that are for bubble flares, and you'll be good to go. Now if you need a rear brake hose for a 98 Dodge Durango, I will show that to you next. All right, so here's our rear brake hose for our rear end here. Ties off their front to rear brake line. There it is. It's all a bunch of pieces because I just, you know, you can't really get it all out in one piece, not in this case. It's just so brittle, I broke it apart and just pulled it right on out. So that's the front of the vehicle right there. That would be the rear. This end I just broke off, and then I got the fitting out, put in the vise, got it out. And then this end right here ties into the hard line. It goes to the front to rear. This in right here, kind of told you wrong, apologize. This ties into your rear brakes for your driver's side and passenger side. But anyway, that's what it looks like. And I want to show that. So you got a little bracket right here. And hard to find any information on it, but that's what we got. And if they ask you which one you need, in my case, I needed the one that was 33 inches long. So that's what I ended up getting. And that way it helps a bunch of people out. And again, get 8.5 foot of 3/16 brake line. That'd be more than enough. It's better to have a little extra brake line than it is to be too short. But anyway, so it's 3/16, and then yeah, I just broke it up a bunch of different places, and it's actually where it blowed out right here. And literally I just touched it and just broke in half. But this is the original brake line. A little grommet up here. I'll pull that off. But I probably in this case am not going to use the brake line for a reference. Normally I do. I'll bend it up. I'll bend my new brake line to the old one. But in this case, I don't think I'm going to do that. Because really, it's kind of common sense. It's not that hard of a bend. But that's what we got. I'm going to show you the coil real quick, and then we're going to end the video. And again, this is your rear brake hose. You need to take a snapshot of it. So there's my coil with 3/16 here. I done kind of stretched it out a little bit. And I'm gonna bend it out get it on a nice flat surface. Then we're going to install it. I always buy them with coils like it because it's cheaper. It's a lot better deal. Yep, get it in the coil like that. A lot easier to just bend it up. You don't get a flat surface. Make everything straight, and then create your bends. And once you do that, then throw your fittings on, flare one end, a little tape on it so the fitting doesn't go all the way back when you're trying to fish it through the frame and everything. You'll be good to go. Then flare the other end. There you go. But anyway, that's how I do it. And it's a lot cheaper that way because, you know, 8.5 foot is all you need. I just bought 2 rolls of that, and they're 25 foot a pop each, so that's 50 foot. I did about 2.5 vehicles worth of it, and 2 rolls and all the fittings and everything. It comes with these fittings too. You know, I'm not advertising or anything, but you know, it was like 30 bucks for both of them rolls, so pretty good deal. And the rear brake hose is about 30 bucks. You know, this is 2022, so you know, it's what it is now. So just don't forget, when you get a rear brake hose, again, this is a 98 Dodge Durango here, make sure you get the one, in my case, it's the one that's longer. It's 33 inches long, and buy that one. So anyway, that's what we got. I know it's not the greatest video, but figure it'd help.